What's up, everyone? God dang, have I had a freaking morning. I'm gonna go ahead and just get ready because we're about to leave the house in like 45-ish minutes. And I'm just gonna use this time to talk to you guys about the morning I had. So I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal True Match in the shade W6. Just all over my face. Milani Make It Last setting spray to dilute the foundation. Okay, so while I blend this shit out, this morning at 10:30, I had a dentist appointment. My dentist appointment was not for a cleaning like I do semi-annually. Today's appointment was because I had to get a bunch of fillings. Just to let y'all know, my oral hygiene is top tier. I have only ever gotten maybe 2 fillings and cavities ever in my entire life. Every year, once a year, I get x-rays, and so the last set of x-rays that I took, apparently I had a bunch of fillings. Today's appointment, like I said, around 10:30, was to get the first part of my fillings done. So today they did the left side of my mouth, took care of the fillings there, and then on the right side they're gonna go ahead and do that in January. In general, I'm not the type of person to get freaked out by going to the dentist. I'm not the type of person to get freaked out by going to the doctor, things like that. So, you know, I left the house this morning. I got there on time. It was all good. They put me in the chair, and I'm not gonna lie, when I got in there, I don't know, just the whole vibe of my dentist and her assistant, they were just very serious and very solemn. And in my head, I'm thinking, I'm like, is it the weather? Like, are y'all good? Are y'all feeling kind of gloomy? Well, first of all, before they even got into the fillings, they numb me up. So she applies this gel to numb my gums. And then once my gums were numb, she then goes in with like this, I think she injected even more numbing stuff. I don't even know what it was called. I'm just chilling, like I'm fine. But when I see her with this large syringe, it was a metal syringe too, something about that and her like grabbing onto my cheeks to get into my gums to inject the numbing solution, that kind of put me on edge a little bit. And then she's like, okay, we have to wait 7 minutes for the numbing cream to take effect and then we'll get started. And so 7 minutes go by and she comes back and she's like, all right, we're gonna get started. And so she goes in, she starts with the bottom cavities, the drilling happens, and I'm just lying there. I'm like, this is kind of intense. This is kind of crazy. Like, I'm not entirely freaking out just yet. And within 15-ish minutes, she gets that done. So then she takes out her whole setup that she had in my mouth. I had like a bite, like something to bite on to keep my mouth open. She had, like I said, the raincoat, which was like this rubber sheet to like lay on the inside of my mouth. She had like this metal thing to separate my teeth because some of the cavities were like in between my teeth. I'm sorry if this sounds really gross to people, and for some reason that dead time and just like letting my mouth kind of like loosen up, I don't know how to explain it, but just like there was a slight pause in between her finishing the bottom cavities prior to getting started with the top. Basically, I start to have like a panic attack. I wasn't hysterically panicking, but I for sure was panicking. I was like crying. My dentist was like kind of comforting me. You know, they allowed me a few minutes to kind of like, you know, collect myself before they moved on to the cavities in the top of my mouth. After that first round, it kind of hit me that this is an actual procedure, which, bitch, come on. Like, you're in the chair, you're getting injected with numbing solutions, like, get it? Like, this is like an actual procedure, bitch. I mean, maybe it's like my bad for like not, it just didn't hit me until they were like well into it, like all up in my teeth. So then I was panicking. My dentist was like, are you okay? Like dabbing my eyes because I had like, I'm lying back and I had tears puddling on the inner corners of my eyes. I had tears running down my face. I will say that the assistant that was helping the dentist, I won't name names, I'm assuming she was new because throughout that first part of the procedure, I observed, and as much as I tried to kind of ignore it, like, y'all are all up in my mouth, like, how can I ignore what's going on, right? I noticed throughout the first half of the procedure that the assistant, whenever my dentist asked for something, she didn't really take initiative to do anything, and there was hesitation in terms of, like, knowing where things were and knowing exactly what to do. She wasn't freaking out or anything, but like if my dentist asked for something, like it's a procedure, like you have to kind of be on top of that, but the assistant was not. It didn't hit me until after everything was all said and done where I was like, damn, that did not know what the she was doing. And I get it, like you'll only know what you're doing after you get some experience in you, but my dentist called another assistant with slightly more experience to the chair to take over for the first assistant who didn't know what she was doing 100%. And I felt so bad because she then calls the assistant, the first assistant, back over and she goes, hey, so-and-so, what I want you to do while waiting is to go into the drawers and know where everything is. And I was like, just lying there with my mouth propped open, just like, oh shit. You know, it's like, I think it was a smart move on my dentist's end to call someone over with a slight bit more of experience to kind of tackle the second half of the procedure. And I appreciate my dentist for being proactive in that end, because I could only imagine if you're in the medical field and you're in the middle of a procedure, the last thing you want is delays. Like, you gotta have a team that knows what they're doing, that can take initiative and knows the steps of the procedure so that the whole procedure can run smoothly, if that makes sense. Yeah, and it was funny because, like, again, during the first half of the procedure, I'm lying there and I guess it kind of like, the panic kind of built up. And they're drilling into my teeth and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, the fact that I'm awake right now and y'all are drilling the out of my teeth is wild to me. Yeah, I mean, the second assistant, she was super nice and I could definitely tell a difference in confidence in her compared to the first assistant. I'm talking to the camera and like trying to do my makeup at the same time, but now my bronzer is hella patchy. So like the rest of the procedure, I wasn't like, I was still shaking, I was still nervous, like the nerves were still there, but like, and I was still like, my tears were running, but I wasn't like full on crying anymore. Y'all, I have to go back in January to do the other side and I'm not looking forward to it, but on the bright side, I will say that I got kind of like the nerves and like the shock of it out of the way today to be able to handle the procedure that we're gonna have to do in January. That was my morning. Quite a wild ride. It's been like 4 hours since they've injected the numbing cream, so it's like, it's still there, but most of it has worn off. But I'm still scared to eat. I'd rather just wait until it's completely worn off. And I can feel the fillings on the surfaces of my teeth. Like, they grinded it down to be flat and not all jagged and shit, but I could still feel it. Moral of the story is, it's really not that bad. I just underestimated like the extent of what this procedure would be like. So I think that's why I just let all of kind of like my panic out. If you ever go in for some fillings to get done, like, it's a procedure, like it's a thing, like don't underestimate it. It's not that bad, but at the same time, like, it's not a procedure that's as simple as like getting your teeth cleaned twice a week. So moral of the story is, floss your teeth, people. Oral hygiene is really important. If you can avoid getting procedures like this done, please take it upon yourself to do the fundamentals of oral hygiene and floss your teeth, people. take a fluffy brush, dip into the powder, just lightly tap right over that gel eyeliner to set it. Then I take my fan. I feel like a whole new person, and I feel 10 times more awake when I put makeup on. But I will catch you guys later. Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday. I have to sneeze. December, what's the date? Oh my god, okay, cut. Good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, December 10th. It's around 1 p.m. and I just got ready. Our plans for the day are, I mainly plan on being on the laptop for majority of the day. Not only to edit the footage that you're seeing here, but also our trip to LA is coming up within the next few weeks, and there are some last minute things that I want to pick up on Amazon. I don't know, packing cubes. I've had the same packing cubes for years, and even though we don't travel often, I always come across the issue of the packing cubes not being thick enough. I got the packing cubes from Daiso, and you know, and they serve its purpose, but like I said, I'm always coming across issues of having a lack of space. So I plan on getting like a set of packing cubes on Amazon. I also plan on ordering some basics like turtlenecks because obviously we're going at the end of December. So it's going to be really cold. I want to make sure that while we're down there, I'm layered up. I want to order some fresh AF1s because the ones I'm currently using, they are no longer white. Even though I clean them, they're just bad. So I plan on just using those for class, for dance, so that I can not care too much about them up, and just getting some fresh ones for when we go to LA. So just like a bunch of like back end stuff for me. Now in about 30-ish minutes, we plan on leaving the house because my sister has a Christmas party with her her dog protection, her club, that's what it's called. It's like ugly Christmas sweater or pajama party themed. So they're all wearing, you know, said clothing. But yeah, we're gonna leave the house in a little bit, drop my sister off at her party. Whatever we end up doing, of course, I'm gonna take y'all along with us. I'm gonna go ahead downstairs, make me some coffee, eat some breakfast, even though it's like 1 in the afternoon. I slept in a little bit. Okay, sleeping to the sound of the rain, y'all, from this morning was so nice. Like I opened my eyes, my room was nice and dark, and all I heard was like the pitter patter of the rain on the roof. That was hella nice. So I was just like in bed until like noon.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you ready for your party?
Yeah.
Let's see your festive outfit. Wow. Can you show us what you're bringing to the party?
Yeah. The famous lumpia.
I just tried some, you guys, and it's so good.
Tell them my mom doesn't mind making it, but it's just a long process.
Yeah.
You grind the meat, you wrap it, you freeze it, and then you cook it.
Now, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up Nikki's, what are you guys playing? Secret Santa or White Elephant? White Elephant gift. So she has a, she has a Chuck It and then extra Chuck It balls. So basically, we're going to figure out how to wrap this up with some tissue paper, some wrapping paper, and then I have, of course, scissors and tape. All right, let's see how we can do this, Nick.
Oh, it's a bouquet.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Trying to wrap a chuck. I did what I could.
Okay, let's see what the progress is for Nikki's wrapping. So we have, so we have the Chuck It.
I'm not done yet. Oh god. Oh god. I don't think that made a difference.
Okay, so we have the Chuck It, and then we have the 2 extra balls. And then we're just gonna put the prettier one on top. So this I'm gonna cut into strips so that it's kind of like wrapping a mummy.
Oh, could you make a bow?
I can't make a bow, Nick. Okay, so Nick, this is what we're gonna do.
What am I doing?
You are
Oh no!
we only have this much left.
Oh shit!
Okay, well we'll use the small piece for the balls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is perfect. This is perfect.
I'm very generous with the thing.
We don't have that much.
Oh.
Right there.
We did what we can. This will be opened and played with eventually.
And it's not too bad. And at least there's padding with the tissue.
Yeah.
I actually really love to wrap presents. For those of you that don't know, I love wrapping presents. But when it comes to this, this is a little... Okay, Nick, so you cut and then I'll tape it.
Okay.
I'll wrap and tape. So we're just gonna take the strips and then we're gonna wrap it around.
Yeah.
We're gonna mummify. They're never gonna guess what this is. Just say it's a Nimbus 2000. Harry, it's a Nimbus 2000.
You notice I'm already over the time, but yeah!
Nick, you wanted to wrap this.
Yeah, shut up. Let's wrap thunder. Oh, can I get a tape? I don't think that'll fit in there. Thunder, come here. Look.
Why? Oh, he's festive.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, the bestest present. Okay, he doesn't like it. We'll finish this up and then we'll show you what it looks like at the end. All right, y'all. Here is the result of our beautiful packing. How nice. And we ran out of Scotch tape, so we brought out Tabalik Bayan box packing tape. So it is extra secure, but I think we did a great job. Just pulled up to the party. Have fun.
Enjoy.
What's up, y'all? So we just got home just in time for the Warriors versus Celtics game. I'm kind of repping the Celtics right now, so just ignore. Game starts in just a few minutes. Nikki is still at her party. We haven't heard anything from her, so she must be having a really fun time. If anything, we will probably go back to her friend's house and pick her up after the game is done. Y'all, we probably weren't even home for 10-15 minutes. And Nikki already texted us saying to come pick her up. So here we go. Nick, how was the party?
It was good. We played games, ate, did Secret Santa, enjoyed others, company, and drank.
Nikki's basically loading her car back up because we drove her truck to and from the party. So she's putting all her stuff back. I don't even think I got to show you guys all of the lanterns that my mom put up, but there's 6, or I can't do math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I think on the other side, close to the front door, there's 3 more. So they're super pretty. And then they're only on for a few hours, so they'll probably turn off around like 7 or 8. But let's go watch this game.
6 in their last 17 games. And their defense.
Yes! Let's go.